Alright, so yeah, you can go ahead and start with stating your name, age, where you're from.
Well, my name is Thomas Frazier, born name from Norview. I'm 55 years old. Went to Norview High School. Back in the 80s, late 80s. My teenage years, pretty much.
So the nature of the video is, clearly you can see, you can state his cash app is Thomas THOMAS Frazier FRAZIER 5523. Because you're currently, homeless at the moment. The nature of the video is supposed to, see how you got here, how you came from growing up in Norview. Did you have like a two-parent household growing up?
Well, yeah, I had a two-parent household, but it was a stepfather. It was raggedy. It was brutal. It was tough growing up. You know what I mean?
Do you know your actually biological father?
No, I've never had the pleasure to meet my biological father. I wish I had. Growing out Norview, man, growing up out Norview is kind of tough, man. The environment, things of that nature. I ended up going to prison, penitentiary at 18 years old. Got out when I was 24. At that point, I really didn't have nowhere to live. You know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. So when I got out, the thing at that time was heroin. Everybody was doing heroin. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what you got into, or that's what you went to prison for?
That's what I got into. I went to prison. I had a gun charge. That's just the way it was. You know what I mean?
That was your first gun charge, or is?
Yeah, that was my. Yeah, I was 18 years old. Yeah.
Gosh almighty. What you went to TDH or like?
No, I went straight.
With 810, of course you go to 811.
Yeah, I went straight to Norfolk City Jail, 6E.
So 24. What's that? You was born in like what, 69?
69, yeah.
69. God, dog. So that was 94, 95?
Yeah.
95, you got. Damn.
Yeah.
That's when you came. That's when you got out. 95.
No, I got out, I think. Well, I know when I got out because I'm a sports fanatic. You know what I mean? So everything I think about is sports. So I know that Michigan and North Carolina were playing for the national championship. That one Chris Webber did the time out. You know what I mean? I had got out in that November, and that March Madness, my favorite joint. Yeah, that was.
So at that point when you got out, was it ever like a redemption story? Did you like go to college?
Well, I tried to do the right thing. I did. I really did. I wanted to do the right thing, but I didn't have no help. My stepfather, only thing he did for me when I got out of prison, he gave me $80 and 2 pair of Lee jeans. My probation officer put me up in the Union Mission.
Where's that? Where's Union Mission?
The Union Mission at this time, this was the old Union Mission in downtown Norfolk. That joint was off the chain. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know what the Union. So what is the Union Mission?
Oh, the Union Mission is for where you homeless. You know what I mean?
Oh, because right now I think it's like the Greyhound station.
No. Union Mission, it's like a big gigantic. Well, at that time it was like a big gigantic hotel. You know what I mean? If you had money, you could get you a room. If not, it was dormitory action, just like prison. You know what I mean? Customary rules. Come in at a certain time, blah blah, et. That type of thing.
You ain't so growing up in Norview, you ain't getting none of the like. Obviously you said you had you got caught with a gun, but you ain't have any how do I say it? Like you was in the shits and that, because I always heard stories about the Jamaicans was in Ocean View in the 80s and the 90s.
See, I had missed that. You know what I'm saying? That's when it really started jumping off. You know what I mean? This was like 80, 86, 87, 88. That's when the crack really, the money started. You know what I'm saying? It was like the Wild Wild West for real.
Because I need you to tell. I'm born 95. So you understand? I'm born in 95.
Yeah,
Because I want you to. My step pops, my uncles, and everything. They always paint the picture from me, but from your perspective, Norview in the 80s. What was it?
It was Norview in the 80s, man. It was fun, man. It was beautiful, man. I mean, I'm talking about for me and my mom. See, we sports orientated, so we played football in the day, you know, and then when the sun went down, we went to the basketball court. You know what I mean? We balled all night till the lights went out, and then you know we did what everybody else did. You know, sold drugs, things of that nature. We did, cause like I say, we didn't have no real father figure. You know, but the stepfather I did have, he left when I was a teenager. So you know how that go. You know, my mom did the best she could, I suppose, but. You know, I was in the street. You know, the hip hop was jumping. I mean, it was fun. It was fun.
So what is it? So you got caught out Norview with the gun?
Yeah, pretty much.
So
well, no, I didn't get caught. What had happened was, you know, it was just basic jealousy and envy. You know, because. You know, I like I say, man, I tried to do the right thing, man. I had a beautiful girl, you know what I mean?
You can't say no names. That's a long time ago now.
Yeah, but I still love her though. You know what I mean? If she would ever see this, but you see, I smile when I think about it. Oh, Miss, yeah, I ain't gonna say that name. But anyway, yeah, man, I had took the ASVAB test, knocked it out the box, took the physical. I was going in the Army. You know, everything was laid out for me. You know what I'm saying? Got my took the GED, knocked that out the box. You know, took a test to become an MC and didn't fail. You know what I mean? Man, everything was set up, man. Then all of a sudden, something I did in the past, somebody told on me. Next thing you know, I came from work. Oh, that's another thing. When I was working, I was on the base doing sandblasting. I was making about $10 an hour back in '88. I had it going on, man. You know what I'm saying? I was nothing like this. You know, I mean, this is a shadow of what I was, man, when I was a youngster, man. But anyway, man, I had it going on, man. And I remember coming home from work one day, and my mom was like, something very wrong. And she only said that, like, 2 or 3 times in my life, and whenever she said it, it was bad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And so instantly my heart started beating. I was like, what, Mom, what? And she was like, the detectives came over, blah, 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 and I don't think this nothing small. What did you do? Blah, blah, blah. And less than 2 weeks later, I was in 6E, the roughest, toughest block in the jail at that time.
Was it the same 811 as that now, or was it an older one?
Yeah, same 811. You know, old school MAPAD the jail. It wasn't. I can't think of the man's name. It'll come to me. But yeah, but MAPAD the jail. It was alright. You know what I mean? You know. Yeah. I mean, it was rough though. It was rough. But
So what prison you ended up going to from the jail?
I ended up, you know, I had an armed robbery, man. I ended up being charged with armed robbery, man. I had got sentenced to 12 years, full suspended, left me with 8. So I ended up mandatory in it. You know what I'm saying? I gave him like 5 on it, and you know, came on out. And all that was out. When I came out, like I say, I didn't have no family, so my mom didn't have no place for me to go. Stepfather didn't have no place for me to go. That's just the very beginning. He didn't have nowhere for me to go. So I'm at the Union Mission, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no clothes, I ain't got no money, I ain't got no, you know what I mean? So
if you 55 now, and that 20-year gap from when you got out of prison, nothing transpired, like, in between that time, because you said Union Mission when you got out of prison.
Right.
But did you like have kids in between that time, or?
No, I didn't have no kids, man, until I turned into my 30s. You know what I mean? Because had I not went to prison, for sure, I would have had kids in my early 20s. You know what I mean? But once again, that's how I was raised. You know, my mom, But anyway, I didn't have no kids. I didn't start having kids till I was like in my 30s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cause I got my BS. I got my charges from Norfolk. So I did 2 years.
Oh yeah.
But I did 2 years. But I got out. I did mine young.
Oh, what you get locked up for?
I had burglary charges, robbery, arson.
Yeah.
I had
arson.
Man, it's a crazy story, man. It won't on no, taking no Molotov and hitting somebody.
Right.
It wasn't nothing like that. It was
I
just
got you.
in the instance of one of the crimes. It was only one arson charge on one of the licks.
Right.
Cause I did a little BS Chesapeake. You stay out there. I did a little BS. Stay out Lake Outwoods. I did little childhood BS everywhere I went, but. In regards to me, I caught that specific charge because you got shook with the arson joke.
Well, no question.
The arson joke came from hitting the lick on the crib. I had a car that came from the house. Something that was involved. The lick was sweet. You know, with some Navy dudes. You know how we get down in the hood, like green beans. Navy dudes in the city. They left. Far as I know, I'm younger. They were gone. So I'm like, I'm thinking it was a sweet lick. No, they were gone. They was like prepping for, to my knowledge, for deployment. They were leaving. They ended up getting called back in because what happened to the house. That's what the Navy dudes ended up come back in, but they were gone.
Oh, right.
They were gone. What happened was when I had the car, a gas can was involved. I filled the car with mind you, this 2012. This like a 2010, 2011 Toyota Camry. So this is a new Toyota Camry I'm driving, and I put gas in the junk. Tell somebody to go put the gas can up. A stove was involved where people were eating food in the lit. I'm trying to put people on. To the lit. And they put the gas can by the stove. And I done left. Then that's what made, that was part of one of the reasons why that situation.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
But I had shit from the beach when I went to Bayside High, I went to Norview, I went to Oscar Smith, I went to everywhere. I went to all types of school, but. Back to you, man. So when the person that they say you was your victim, did you ever get the opportunity to
No,
confront?
Man, I didn't. I never got the opportunity to, cause like I say, man, and this is like whoever ever should watch this video, especially the younger kids out there, man. One thing I want you to know is that you got to give yourself a chance to evolve. You got to give yourself a chance to grow. You got to give yourself a chance to mature, because I was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. When I turned 23, I didn't think like I thought when I was 18. And when I turned 28, I didn't think like I thought when I was 23. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But by that time, I had already fucked up. So, no, I never got, I never really thought about the trauma and,
do you like far as because you done did the time for it now? That's 20-some years ago.
Yeah, 30.
30 years ago. So do you mind speaking about what the specific, like the events that led up to you getting that charge?
It was, like I say, man, just being young, out in the street, you know what I mean? And that's what it was, the robbery game.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was my thing. That was my niche. A little bit.
We was about getting money all across the board, working, robbing, stealing, whatever. Because like I say, my mama didn't buy me nothing for Christmas, birthdays, going back to school. You know what I mean? None of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to Norview. Everybody got on fresh polo, fresh Levi, fresh duck hair, fresh Timberlands, fresh Air. You know what I mean? I want to look fine. I want to be, you see what I'm saying?
Yes. Looking back, what do you think would have, do you think anything?
Yeah, I do. I wish that I really had, and this real talk, man, no cap, as the youngest say. I really wish that I had an older guy, male in my life that could have told me when I was younger that fuck what people think. It ain't about the clothes you got on. It ain't about the money that you got in your pocket, because at the end of the day, all this out here for you is jail or the graveyard. I wish somebody would have really told me, man, what life was really about. You know what I mean? And I would have did better in school, man. I wouldn't even have a life like this. You know what I'm saying? I just thought everything was. I didn't know, man. I really didn't know. I put it to you this way: I didn't know armed robbery carried 5 years of life. I didn't know that possession with intent to distribute carry 5 to 40. You see what I'm saying? I didn't know this stuff, man. And had I knew, I ain't saying that I wouldn't have done what I did, but what I will say is this: I would have thought about it extra hard.
Yeah.
Like I do now. Even being out here in the street and being homeless, nothing is worth going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Jail is a terrible place to be, man. I hate jail. You know what I mean? That's why I just, I'm regulated now to just, like I say, man, I'm 55 years old. I've been in the street literally every day for 3 years, and it's brutal.
So what happened that what specifically happened that made you homeless at 52? That you've been on the streets for the past 3 years?
Well, because I really don't have no family, and like I say, when I got out of prison, my mom ain't had no place for me. My stepfather, he's not my real father. Yeah. So he didn't really have no fatherly love. But like I told you, man, he gave me $80 and 2 pair of Lee jeans. Yeah.
Do you mind speaking on, I know you said you became a father in your 30s. Do you mind speaking on like why your kids wouldn't assist you or their situation?
Well, like I say,
I'm assuming they from Norview too? Or? Or you don't know what they claim, but
No. I raised my son. I got my son. You know what I'm saying? I raised him. You know what I mean? He didn't live with me, but he stayed with me the summers and stuff like that. I got him all through. Every time I was here, I was there for him, man. It's just that me and him, he went away in life that I'm not in agreement with as a father. But I still love him. He's still my son. But I know his thought process, just like he know mine. And he thinking that I'm going to look at him a certain kind of way or treat him a certain kind of way, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And he won't give me the opportunity to show him that it's not like that. I own.
Yeah, ain't no need to, because now, obviously I'm going to say it. It's either it sound like your son either in the streets or he gay.
I mean, he just, like I say, I don't want to, because that's my son, man.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I don't want to say nothing that's going to hurt him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's still my boy at the end of the day, and I'm always protecting him.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always protecting him. You know what I mean? However I gotta protect him, I'm always in his corner. I'm in his corner. You know what I'm saying? Even though he going in a way that I ain't in agreement with, but it's cool. Hey, that's neither here nor there though.
I mean, yeah. So I mean, I see you. How long you been in the church? I see you got on the Jesus hat.
Oh man, I'm about the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing, man, that's really kept me from throwing myself off the bridge for real. But this is a miserable life, man. Being homeless. I'm talking about being in the street, man. I'm not talking about staying on nobody's couch, man, going from house to house, and I'm past that stage. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, man, I'm straight in the street, man. I'm talking about freezing in the winter, burning up in the summer. I got some pulmonary edema going on with my legs. I got,
what is that? Is that like swelling of the legs?
Yeah, as you can see, my legs.
That came from being homeless, or you already had that issue?
No, that came from being homeless. From always being on my feet. Because I can't sleep. You know what I'm saying? I don't sleep on the ground. You know what I mean? Like I'm always in the chair. Either I'm in the chair, or I'm sitting down, or I'm constantly on my feet. And everything, my legs swell, they get infected. I'm in and out the hospital. You know what I'm saying? I can't seem to get no housing, and it's crazy, man, because you got people that's got housing that's paying little to nothing. And like I said, I'm not asking for a mansion or a yacht. I'm really not. All I want is what I'm eligible for. I'm 55 years old. I'm a senior citizen now. I should be able to get something based on income. I shouldn't have to be out here in the street like this. It just don't make no sense.
This might be an ignorant question. Hopefully you don't take it as insensitive. But
no.
What about the homeless shelters? The homeless shelters don't help?
No, man. The homeless shelters, man, all they do is they'll take you off the street. You go at 6 o'clock, they'll take you off the street, and guess what they do? Kick you right out. First thing smoking in the morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, you right back out in the freezing cold. That ain't no life.
Is it like a first come first serve when it comes to going back in, or
You know, I really don't know because I don't do the shelters. You know what I'm saying? I
you just don't want to keep going through the process again,
man,
kick right back out first?
It's just I can't do the shelters. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in them shelters, the stealing, the disrespect, things of that nature. I just don't do well in situations like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Definitely.
yeah, I don't do the shelters, man. But
So right now, your immediate goal is just finding placement, finding like some type of living arrangement, consistent living arrangement.
yeah, man, because all this is a simple matter of I don't have nowhere where the nurse can come do the wound care, where she can come and change my bandages. That's all it is. If I had something where, you know what I'm saying, where she could come every other day or, you know what I mean, 2-3 times a week, change the bandages, I can kick my feet up, my legs would heal. Man, you just don't know the hell I've been through, man. I'm talking about the flies and, oh my God, when my legs get affected. Man, you just don't know, man. You know, I mean, I've been this close to losing my legs, man, on several occasions, man, all from being out here in the street, man. But if you don't mind, man, I want to talk about 2003 right quick. And I think the people need to know this. In 2003, I was knee deep in my addiction, my heroin addiction, right? Out Huntersville. And I made a sale, and unbeknownst to me, I had sold to an undercover. So when they jumped down on me, I ran, and inevitably they caught me, and they handcuffed me. And they beat my eye out my face. Right now, I have a prosthetic in my right eye because Norfolk police beat my eye out my face behind $20 worth of drugs, man. I just, you know.
Did you make I mean, I'm assuming you attempted to make a claim, or you just your living situation, you ain't had the time to be investing in, you know.
They took me to prison. They put the whole Mickey in that. They gave me the most raggedest public defender, which was Daughtery. You know what I'm saying? They gave me the hangman judge, which was a Griffin. I already knew I was going to courtroom said. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the whole Mickey was in the deck. You know what I mean? I didn't stand a chance, man. I didn't stand a snowball's chance.
Oh, so you went back to prison other than the 5 years?
Yeah, man. And I was 30 years old, man, behind $20 worth of drugs, man. You know what I'm saying?
How long you do off of that bid?
Huh?
How long did you do off
5 years, another 5 years.
Another.
You know what I'm saying? Greenville, you know what I mean? You know, and that was tough, man. You know, because it took me a long time, man, to get over losing my eye, man, you know, in the manner that which I had lost it. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't realize you had a prosthetic eye.
Yeah, man, yeah. You know, courtesy of Norfolk Finest. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my thing is this. You know, I'm talking about, this is way before the police brutality now. The light is on it now. When I'm talking about 2003, them people, man, punished me, dog.
They ain't never you never like went back for them to explain why your eye got knocked out?
Man, these people, man, ran the shake up on the hospital. They ran the shake up on the under, even man, the joint was so brutal, man, that I'm gonna tell you how bad it was. We was in the ambulance. I remember this. I'll say this. I remember two things very specifically. The ambulance, I keep saying ambulance. The ambulance and the doctor, when he told me he had to take my eye out. Cause I'm thinking, you know, all right, it's 2003, you know, they'd be able to fix my joint. I knew I was fucked up. I didn't know how bad it was though. So we're in the ambulance, right, and everything like that. And she gave me the morphine, and I'm in so much pain. And one of them clowns had the nerve to get in the ambulance, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really up, you know, and she was like, if I give you any more, your heart might stop. She was talking about pain medication, morphine. I said, let me worry about that. That's how much pain I was in. But A couple of days later, the doctor telling me you got to take my eye out. And I'm not understanding it. I'm like, what you mean you got to take my eye out? It's 2003. What you talking about? You can't, there's nothing you can do? He said that it's not a science. No, he said technology have not advanced. It's not a science known to man that can fix an injury of that magnitude. That's how bad my eye was mangled. You know what I'm saying? They likened it to a boiled egg that you tear like that. That's how my eye was. And he explained it that my body have rejected it. It's no longer a part, so it's attacking it. And it doesn't know the difference between my right eye and my left eye. So if I don't let them take it out, I'm gonna go blind. So I had to let them take my eye, man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't been right since, because like I say, man, I'm an athlete. I grew up playing ball, you know what I'm saying? Basketball, football. I ain't saying I could have went to the NFL, but I definitely could have went to college.
Was you the only person involved in that situation, as far as like civilian, or like did they only get you in that situation? Or
yeah, it was just me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all it was, I mean, come on, man. 2 pills, $20, man. Y'all beat a man out of his face.
Cause they try to say you resisted or something, or?
Man, they just were just nasty. No, I ain't resist. I done been, listen, they got me. You got me. They handcuffed me, put me on my knees, beat the shit out of me. I'm like, man, come on, man. Oh, this ain't necessary. And then they slammed my face in the ground. Boom, split my forehead. Boom. And then one of them put their knees in my back. One of them put their knees in my neck. Next thing you know, I see a shadow. And I'm like, man, I got to turn my face. So I tried to snatch my face because I felt something was happening. And next thing I know, boom!
What, he kicked you or something?
No, man, he hit me with the walkie-talkie, the flashlight, and he hit me with something. Because it tore my eye in half. Literally.
This your opportunity, because this your opportunity to call a name. You don't remember any of the officers' names?
Man, all I know is somebody named Gerda. Like I say, this was 2003. One arm was light-skinned with freckles. One arm looked like Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? One arm was skinny. You know what I mean? You know, like I said, it was 2003, man. It was a long time ago, man. You know what I'm saying? Over 25 years almost, but it still bothered me, man, because I didn't get compensated like I should have. I lost an eye.
Yeah.
You got people out here that's getting, because they being discriminated about walking on a new beach and getting $1 million money, and you mean tell me these people beat my eye off my face and I ain't got nothing to show for it? Come on, man.
That's one thing I always say, man. You know, society is business, man. Business is business. It definitely shouldn't be homeless if anything.
No.
You already admitted that you had the drugs. You did the time off of it, but even if you did the time, you still shouldn't. It should be some type of compensation there. That's what I'm saying. If I post a video, you know, the first thing they're gonna say is you might have N.P.D respond to it.
I mean, I know, you know what, they can respond, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But the facts is the facts. You know what I'm saying? Y'all beat my eye on my face and I didn't get properly compensated. And y'all know it. Come on, man. Come on, man. They know it. You know what I mean? And you sent me to penitentiary for 5 years. Behind 2 pills of dope. Gave me adultery. The raggedest public defender. He a judge now, I think. But he was hard. The raggedest public defender on the docket. And then you give me Griffin. You know what I'm saying? You stacked the deck against me. It was nothing I can do. And anybody from Norfolk, you know what I'm saying, that know about the judicial system in Norfolk, the court system in Norfolk, they know who Griffin is, Graveyard Griffin, they know who Daughtry is. You know what I'm saying? The mix was in the mix was in from the very beginning. I already knew it. You know what I'm saying? I knew I ain't standing chance. You know? Yeah, man.
So where is that right now? I'm gonna post this, but it probably be a part 2 with it, cause you said you ain't going nowhere. You staying right there regardless.
Yeah.
But it'll be a part 2 to it. But I'll say your what's the name closed. I don't even want to show my face at that. Hold on.
Oh no, you good? Oh, you talking about my junk?
Yeah,
Oh,
your
yeah.
cash out, so they can yeah, you see your cash app.
Like I say, man, if it's anybody out there, man, that want to help a brother, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm most appreciative, man. I'm talking about, you know, my sign, man. I'm real, man, about this, man. I got up here 1 Corinthians chapter 13. That's the love chapter. You know what I'm saying? It's Paul's definition of love as given to him by God. What love really is about. I'm talking about real love, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know, James said, count it all joy, you know, because I'm out here in the street, man. I need all the help I can get, man. You know, ladies, gentlemen, whatever God put on your heart, I appreciate it. I really would, man.
Yeah,
Because I'm trying to get off these streets for real. Because this is terrible. This ain't no life, man.
Yeah, and again, your cash app is Thomas Frazier, THOMAS.
Yeah,
FRAZIER 5523.
Yeah, once again, let me reiterate that. Thomas, as in Thomas Hitman Hearns, Frazier as in Joe Frazier, 5523. I'm standing right by the Martin Luther King joint that they done tore down, you know what I mean? But that's me, Thomas Frazier, 5523. I need all the help I can get, man. I'm trying to get off the street for real. Because this is ridiculous. This don't make no sense.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.